long as the love is genuine from the people that matters, I don't care about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I just stay in my peace. I stay in my cool. I don't be out here fishing for no controversy. I'm not out here trying to get no likes, and I'm not out here trying to go viral.
Yeah.
You know, I just sit here and play my part, man. And
You still perform?
Yeah, hell yeah. And I got music too. Yeah.
So you started writing?
I started writing after Big died. Because who else was going to write my rhymes? That know me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to get you to write my rhymes. You don't know shit about me. You don't rap about when my mom used to whoop my ass or I had to run from school. You don't know my life.
Right.
But Big did. He knew my life since 7, 8 years old. So him writing about me, he know my sister, he know my brothers, he knows how to vividly, I got you.
So those bars was accurate. Smoke more trees than a little bit. What are you, an
I
idiot?
rolled up all his weed. Not just that. Because everybody just think I was just a weed roller.
I'm going through all the
I did a movie, it's like,
bars.
yo, you just a weed roller? I'm like, nah. That was my big brother. That was like an uncle. He was everything. He was the brother, the uncle, the father. He did all that for me. No, I wasn't just no roller. But from the movie, that's how it may seem, or just what people think of it. I'm like, yo, nah. That was my guy. Like, and he knew. He did that. I don't have to say nothing. What do I have to say? You could punch up many clips through this interview, and you could watch that man talk about me like I was a 30-year-old, 40-year-old.
Right.
And I was 5 years younger than him.
Right.
He wrote rhymes for you like you were grown up. The lyrics.
He treated me worse than that.
He treated you worse than
Not
that?
in no bad way. I'm talking about, I've been exposed to some other shit. I ran the shit. I was that guy. C's know, all his hoes go to my dough. And they go to this road. Fuck some more. Don't trust bitches because of that. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like,
That's
yeah, so you gotta do a little more, man. You might just go in there and Snapchat. You might go here, bow, and
Right.
nah. But my man taught me that.
Right.
Plants the lead, throw the keys of those seeds. But I've been programmed since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? But what all them rounds recite? Do I recite him putting a gun in my hand? Do I recite him putting drugs in my hand? What we talk about all the time? Chicks, smoking weed,
Getting money,
Yeah.
living
money.
life.
That was my
traveling.
life.
Into a car accident.
Crashing cars.
We weren't doing no crazy shit or like, you know what I mean? Because I was one of them ones that he just like, all right, he get it. You know what I mean? He got
Until
it.
Little C's crippled me.
Yeah.
But I had to deal with that when I violated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What happened?
I don't even remember what happened.
Y'all was on the Jackie Robinson.
We had
I don't want to tell that story neither.
I think they was on the Jackie Robinson.
No. I'm not. I can't. Listen, y'all taking me back. I have to like do that shit like a while. Cause there's a lot of stories, though. I was there for a lot, so it's like I have to like sit back and like think about shit and all that. Like, you know, we had incidents, but that incident. Let me tell you something about having but that when we crashed. We had got locked up. I'm not gonna tell you the specifics, but we got locked up the day before that. But we got out that same night. Like, we got out. Like, we just went to the precinct. You know, it was some weed. We smoked some bud. We was in the back of downtown. Police pulled up on us. We Big put the clip out. They locked us up. We sat in the precinct. You know, they do paperwork, do all that shit. Get out. And Un came to pick us up. Like, so when Un came to get there, they brought our truck out. We had the Lexus Land truck, the gold Lexus Land. And when they brought it out, it was on a fucking big ass truck. Like, it wasn't moving, it wasn't working. We was like, yeah, what happened? We was only locked up for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you know, they wound up taking that shit back to the dealership. And then Un wound up taking us back to Jersey when we lived at Jersey at that time. And then we woke up the next day, we went to the dealership. And they didn't have the car ready. And they came and brought us an aluminum van. Like, you know, like the loaner cars, you know.
Okay.
I worked for a dealership before. And I'm not afraid to put this out there. I worked for a dealership, even after I was a rapper. So I was a porter. So I know when they have cars around that you could just drive around and you could put a fucking dealer plate in the back of the car and take that shit home. I worked for that. So I know how that shit was. They gave us a loaner's car instead of giving us a Lexus car. Instead of giving us what we, you know. And the brakes was very fucked up on the car. You And I was driving. I'm 15 years old when they get driving big around. Like, all right, they gonna give us a Lexus car. And the minute we got out the lot, we run into the back of somebody, like the back of the dealer that big to get the cars from. Mm-hmm. And I ran right in the back of him. Boom. The brakes fucked up. You know, he like, just drive. He ain't give a fuck about nothing. We going through wild shit. Like, yo, bro, leave that shit alone.
Did he ever see you drive those C's?
Yeah, I was driving before that.
Yeah,
I was already, I had a license already, bro. Like, I was already,
That's crazy.
I ran the L's and shit. Like, he knew. You know what I'm saying? But while we was driving, the car was fucked up. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, bro. As soon as I hit the back of the dealer, I'm like, yo, yeah, this shit fucked up. He like, we was going through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit he was going through. He like, yo, bro, just drive. Mm-hmm. Like, he didn't even think about that shit. Like, I hit the back of his dealer that he get all his cars from. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even sure. He like, all right, nigga. Yeah, yo, bro, we see you tomorrow. Like, all right. And I'm like, yo, bro, this shit fucked up. He was like, yo, just drive, like in the movie. Yo, just drive, let's get the fuck out of here. And that's how we crashed. Like, when we was driving around this, like, we was getting on the turnpike. And when we was driving around this little turn, it was raining too. And the car just sped out. And I went across the road and hit a whole nother rail. I'm driving. Face the steering wheel. I ain't think nothing happened to him. The whole time they had to get him out, you know, he couldn't move his leg. He like, oh, I can't move my shit, bro. I'm leaking from the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my shit steering wheel. And you know, the people finally come and shit, snatch us all up, but they had to really like fucking rip the fucking seat, like rip the car door, you know, off his car, you know, off his side to get him out because he couldn't move. He like, yo, I can't move my leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't move it. I felt like shit, bro, because I was driving.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You know how ill that nigga was? After having a fucking stent through his leg. All that shit, bro. He sat there and was like, yo. Like, I was leaking from my mouth and shit, but I was already done before he was done. And everybody was like, yo, Big wanna see you. I came in the room and he was like, yo, little bro, don't feel no way about that. It's so good. Like, you know, don't trip off that, bro. Like, you know, shit happens. Like, he was just so like, you know, like, don't worry about it. Shit happened, bro. Like, we, you know. Right.
Then the famous line come after that.
The
little scenes, like little scenes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know what that meant. It was like, but that's how he rapped. He didn't sugarcoat no.
Was you there when he said that in the studio?
Nah.
When you heard it, how you felt?
I laughed. I'm still there. Why would I should be mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm still here. He still got me here. I'm chilling. He understood what it was. Dog, I was a young nigga. Like, I was putting some shit I was just out there I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But one thing he did knew, if it's one nigga that stood tall for me, that little motherfucker right here gonna stand tall for me all day. And that's all I cared about. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. This is like, you're a sucker for that. I'm a sucker. You sit here. Sometimes people probably used to think like that, or just like, yo, why you got this little young nigga with you? Niggas, and I'm like, yo, what? This nigga's the one sitting in here like, yo, you can recite this? You can do this? You'll come in the room.
The dude changed your life intentionally.
You know what I'm saying? Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Permanent.
I wasn't, you know, this wasn't my job to, you know, that wasn't my thing to become a rapper. I didn't think I was going to become that. I just thought I was always going to be holding him down and just be chilling, like, and not holding him down like on some street shit, like on some microphone shit, like, all right, you know, I'm your hype man. But he started to see that shit happen in real life and in real time, and he saw something. It's like, you know what? I'm about to write your ass some rhymes. You're going to perform in front of all these colleges, all these high schools that I perform in front of, and, you know, and he knew I was, I ain't tripping. Whatever you want to do, Papa. I'm cool. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? I was a team player. Right. And that's how I've been to this day. I don't know how to even, when people ask me about that, I'm like, yo, I don't know what that nigga saw. I don't know. But that's the one thing I know he did. See, you know, he knew I was down. I was down for the cause, bro. I'd do anything for that nigga.
Did he confide in you when he was going through these like super Stressful times?
Yeah, my nigga, yeah. Like I was, let me tell you
He was
something,
the
dog.
guy.
I don't like talking about that shit, and I don't like saying that because I don't toot my own horn for shit like that. But all I tell people is listen to the rhymes, right? Self-explanatory. Do I have
That's
to
what I
say
was
it?
just thinking.
Like,
When
do
you
I have to
listen
say
to
it?
Long
I don't
Long
like
Kiss
saying
Goodnight,
No, okay, I want to ask this question.
I don't
And
like
that-
saying it.
And we can take a
I
we can
get
take a
you.
little 5-minute break. Was there any rivalries, like lyrically, like certain niggas who drop records? Like I know Big and Jay had their thing going. What was there like?
What, Big and Jay had what going on?
Like Jay would play Big records and Big would play him records.
Yeah, but that's fun shit though. You don't
Right,
count
this is
that.
what I'm saying.
That ain't no rivalry.
Not-
That's competitiveness.
Yeah, not on the sense of oh, these niggas is the enemies, but like who was the niggas that Big was listening for? Like, oh, they just dropped their joint.
Nobody. He wasn't listening for nobody unless somebody said his name or said something. They didn't give a fuck about that. Like he didn't. What?
Kicking the door sounded like he was speaking to somebody intentionally.
Stop trying to do that. We already know the remedy of that. He wasn't at them times. The way we talk about rap right now, if you say you're the king of any town, any state, everybody go, well, he said he was the king of this land. As an artist or as a battle rapper, right? You're gonna say you're the best no matter who's around.
That's
right?
a fact.
Like, is that personal to a nigga you battling?
It better be.
We all supposed to think we number one. Who gonna sit here and say, yo, Mav, yeah, I'm number one and I'm number two? No, nigga, everybody's gonna
Yeah,
say
but
they
don't
number
say that
one.
shit around me. Don't say that shit around me.
Why?
Yeah,
But
you
would you
can
be
feel
mad at
like
somebody that say that?
You can feel like
But
that.
you gonna sit there and not.
But don't come
right.
around me and be like, yeah, I'm the number one nigga. Nah, no.
No, but
fuck
if it's
you
a
not.
sport, but if you in the studio, or if you in your battle
Right.
court of your comfort zone, right?
Right.
Hey, a nigga going, yo, I'm that, and I'm this and I'm that.
Oh, I'm
It's
sending
all right when you
shots.
feel like that.
I'm sending shots.
Yeah,
Sending
but you
shots.
gotta let people call the shots, right?
This
Big
goes
never
out
said he
to
was the king of New York. Who made him the king of New York?
This goes out to
Himself.
you and you
Not him.
and you.
The Source did it. The Source did it. The Source is the
Source,
one that
he
put
did
him
have
on
him
the
on
cover of
it.
the Source.
The Source is the
King of
one.
New York.
That's the cover.
So hold on.
Did you say you work for, right?
There's three things. There's two things
You used
on
to work for
that.
the Source, right?
What-
Three things in
so
that
he
cover
wasn't
that-
calling himself Frank White before.
But no matter if it was that, you asking the question, right?
Yeah, was
Who
it?
label him? Who label him that?
You know who Frank White is?
Yeah, but Frank White was his
That's
name.
why I
New
said
York.
he
Wasn't that-
made
wasn't-
that claim. He
But I
stated that claim.
I think
He
that was
said
the
that in
second
the
album,
rhyme.
though. Wasn't that the second album?
No, he
Second
said
album.
it. He
Don't
said it
disrespect.
I don't
Um,
remember him saying it in the
The king
in the
of
first
King
joint.
and
Truly
Why.
yours,
Fuck
Frank
that.
White.
Fuck that. Why try to throw bleach in
You
your eye?
nobody.
Now you're brilliant in it. Snatch that light.
That
That's
was
kicking
all
the
after
door.
death.
That's
That
kicking
was
the
all
door.
after death.
Yeah, that's
After
after.
his
That's
first
all after
album,
death.
the Source labeled him that, bro. He didn't come out sitting here saying, yo, I run shit, but he was letting niggas know, nigga, none of y'all niggas can't fuck with me. How about that?
Right.
And I challenge any one of you niggas.
Right.
Metaphors, cadence, flows, bars.
Anything.
Come on, my nigga. Who did what he did? Let's keep it a buck. And I'll
Nobody.
take
This
this
goes
fucking
out to
conversation any day.
and you and you and you.
You reign on the top.
Short like
leprechaun.
leprechaun.
As I crush so cold Willie
that
thugs
was
and rapid
crazy.
dons.
So you telling me that was
Directed at
it was never
nobody.
discussed like
To who?
your reign on the top was short like leprechauns.
To who? What you mean? Where
Could've
you trying to
been
go?
anybody.
That's why you
who was
smelling like
rich.
that.
All
He's
right,
dummy,
take a
man.
break.
You
I
know
got
what
you.
it is, man.
I'm not. Y'all
Come
not.
on, man.
What you, yo, dog. Every rapper is a competitor. Dog.
Right.
We compete. It don't have to be personal, but everybody wants to be number one, right?
So who
There's
did he
one
see as
love,
number
one
one?
life, so there could only be
One king.
Wait, say it again.
there's one love,
life,
one life,
man.
so there could only be one king. And shortly after that,
It was written.
Not
truly
that.
yours, Frank
Let me
White.
tell you something. See, you trying to
I'm
get
just
something out of
saying.
me? Listen, I'm trying to hold shit for my shit right now. I'm not giving you something right now. Right?
That's
You
what's
trying to-
going on.
Listen,
This whole time,
Fair.
that's what's going on.
No,
son.
it's not. That's
That's
not
what's
what's going
going
on.
on.
It's not
See,
what's
you
going
could have told me. I would have
told you
waited.
what?
I would have waited
That's what I'm
till
telling
you drop
you.
your documentary, and then we would have got a real interview.
There we go.
Come on, man. I'm taking a 5-minute break. Bro.
There we
It's
go.
just crazy.
wait.
It's
Don't take that
crazy.
5-minute break right now. No.
It's hot for trap
turned smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.